Everything was going well for A$AP Rocky when suddenly the unthinkable happened. A line was drawn in the sand. In one singular moment of confusion, fans were turned to rivals. The power imbalance of the rich and famous was miraculously flipped on its head. A$AP Rocky just went to war with the worst gatekeepers of the internet. Who knew that a Reddit mod would have the power to take a final stand and manipulate the industry to halt an album rollout? Imagine you're A$AP. You haven't released music in 7 years. You've been teasing an album that's been building in hype. You are dropping these psychotic, surrealist music videos like Taylor Swif. You're building hype, there's steady momentum, and then your final boss is a Reddit mod. Needless to say, A$AP Rocky was no match for any of them. Reddit is that place where culture and hate groups meet. It's a cultural melting pot where different ideas converge. But Reddit is also a stronghold for opinionated people trying to cling onto power and control the conversation. A$AP Rocky thought that he had found his home in r/hip-hop heads. But what was once friendly territory was now a hostile presence. While trying to promote his new album, A$AP Rocky was muzzled. So this is how the exchange went down. He was just trying to communicate with his listeners on Reddit. It was at that moment that A$AP Rocky met the great equalizer. The Reddit mods were merciless because they knew that they were the last line of defense. Reddit was once the home for musty basement dwellers snorting hot Cheeto dust from their gamer chairs. However, this depiction is now antiquated in our modern times. What actually remains in this internet graveyard is a bunch of actually contrarians and meme archaeologists. You might wake up a celebrity, but when you enter the halls of Reddit, have to pay the toll just like everyone else. Your identity is just one voice going against a hive mind. And A$AP didn't stand a chance. No one makes it out unscathed. After years of being absolutely untouchable, A$AP Rocky had a glimpse of a moment where he felt human again. When you enter the psychology of a Reddit mod, you have to understand that they're trying to save a vulnerable population. As keyboard warriors, they have a sense of duty and obligation to protect the masses. Might not know it, but they've been training for this moment their entire lives. To keep their community clean and safe. Might power trip a little. Reddit mods exist to prevent a healthy imbalance. Without them, the entire ecosystem crumbles. You end up with a sea of self-promo and spam. So was this all just a misunderstanding or a calculated attack against an industry veteran? Was A$AP Rocky the victim of a conspiracy? Or was this just an elaborate misunderstanding? Now, I understand that when I attack the Reddit community, this probably seems like friendly fire. I've stumbled upon the people of Reddit and I know what they're capable of. A cesspool of armchair psychologists and so-called experts, manipulating the perception of what is really true. Who knew that a Reddit mod would have the power to take a final stand and manipulate the industry to halt an album rollout? In a weird way, this is almost like when people manipulated the GameStop stock. And due to the market manipulation, those hedge funds got hurt. The power lies within us all. You can push back against the music industry machine. As the consumer, never forget that you have the power to filter what bleeds into the public consciousness. Cultural zeitgeist is not where you thought it was. A$AP Rocky learned this the hard way.
And which truth is that?
Knowledge is power.
Seize him. Change my mind, let him go. Step back 3 paces. Power is power.
I've never seen a celebrity censored like this by just like a regular person. Obviously, there are case studies of private corporations making informed decisions to block problematic users. You know, off Facebook and Twitter. Never in my life have I seen the Reddit community rise up against someone that helps supply so much of their content. There were people in this subreddit that probably idolized A$AP Rocky. In many ways, he was one of the people that this subreddit was based on. That's what makes this so dystopian. To put things in perspective, I would like to make a quick amendment to my previous statement. For a minute, I thought nothing like this had ever happened before, until I considered the Kanye situation. Now, if you don't know, during peak 2022 when Kanye was having his heated outbursts, the Reddit group r/Kanye was overtaken by Taylor Swift supporters. Kanye fans abandoned their allegiance to their god and just started spamming Taylor Swift content. This was the ultimate protest against injustice. Kanye and Taylor were mortal enemies. Kanye famously upstaged her at a 2008 award show, later called her a bitch in a song. Now, allegedly, Kanye had asked Taylor permission to create the song. However, he left out the detail where he'd be calling her a bitch. This was heroism. Everyone in the subreddit was like, hey guys, we had a good run. This domain now belongs to the Swifties. Needless to say, this A$AP Rocky exchange was far more amicable. However, it was genuinely hilarious to see how frustrated he was getting. This moment perfectly encapsulates what it's like for a celebrity to get stopped by TSA. There's this air of, do you know who I am? Please don't mistake what I'm saying here. I'm not saying that A$AP Rocky is like Jesus or anything. But this incident would be like if the Messiah returned back to Earth and the whole world just didn't think it was really him. Like no one would believe his message and just think that he was another grifter. This was a truly humbling experience that coincided perfectly with the Don't Be Dumb marketing campaign. I like the album title, Don't Be Dumb. Now more than ever, natural selection is running its course. If you make Don't Be Dumb your life mantra, you are probably going to make it out okay. Darwinism might stop everyone else, but this title is clear, to the point.
Whenever I'm about to do something, I think, would an idiot do that? And if they would, I do not do that thing.
Despite this minor inconvenience, A$AP Rocky is still winning in life. I don't care what you tell me. He has 3 kids with a billionaire who is also the most desirable woman on planet Earth. He was recently acquitted from a court case where he could have been spending 24 years in prison. He rejected the plea deal and somehow made it out without serving a quarter of his life in jail.
Free Rakim, free Rakim.
Not to mention he had previously been rescued from Sweden by a US president.
Free Rakim, free Rakim. I might fly to Sweden to free him.
To put that in perspective, if I went to prison, I don't think there would be anyone that would want to pay my bail. This man has been waiting 7 years to pop out. And at the moment of his triumphant return, nothing could have prepared him for maximum disrespect. This is my impression of A$AP Rocky. Hold your applause till the end.
My fans have been waiting on me. I'm pretty floppy. People need to hear this. Oh, what the f***? Who does this guy think he is? Do you even know who I am? This mother... Can you do this? No way he can do this.
The issue got so bad that A$AP Rocky had to scream out, "Mods, stop deleting my comments." As he was protesting, it appeared that the moderators couldn't care less. For whatever reason, they just doubled down. Even after hearing his cries in protest, just kept suppressing him. In this final plea of desperation, A$AP had to say that he was there for the fans. Begging a Reddit mod to be accepted is a different kind of embarrassing. But for a while, this was the hill that the Reddit mod was willing to die on.
I will fuck you because you're all talk, honey. I know your type.
If you ever feel powerless, this is another healthy reminder. You have a gift to change the world.
Since when has it become not cool to try?
You can make anyone stop in their tracks and pay attention to you. Let Reddit be a lesson for us all. While promoting one of the biggest moments of his career, you can inconvenience A$AP Rocky and make him need your approval.
You're all talk, honey. I know your type. You'll leave crying. It's sore.
You know
she
what?
made me do it too many times.
Reddit is the dark underbelly of our world, but it also contextualizes what authorities we trust and why we believe that they have power.
Power is power.
If things go well, Don't Be Dumb should be releasing on January 16th. But also, knowing A$AP, I really wouldn't hold my breath. We've already been hurt by delays in the past. I'm generally looking forward to this project. After watching A$AP's Taylor Swift music video, I'm preparing for the unexpected. If the Taylor Swift music video is anything to go off of, we could be drug tripping in war-torn Ukraine, or breaking every single social norm in the book. Honestly, the possibilities are endless. It's been at least half a decade since A$AP's last project. I know people are going to take this the wrong way, but I think that A$AP Rocky is really like the base level character in a video game. He has pretty good stats overall, he's a very competent rapper, but structurally his rhyming isn't the most complex. But as like the default setting, he checks all the boxes, you know? Then you can also select a character like Kendrick, who's a specialist, with insane experimentation that deviates from the norm, but also a very niche player, designed with a very specific skill set. Don't get it twisted, I've been known to enjoy some Flacco. I think what A$AP might lack in overall rapping ability, he definitely makes up for with the overall vibe or production of a project. Even though the Tracklist was already released, I think it would be super sick if he had a hidden Tyler the Creator feature. Because their friendship or bromance is something that we should all aspire to have.
Free Rakim, free Rakim. I might fly to Sweden to free him.
Whenever this duo comes together, I'm just never disappointed.
Hey, A$AP Rocky, shake that ass. We're Kendall. She ain't got no ass, but shake them bones.
Fatality.
If I had to predict some of the things that would be on this project, I would just suspect that there would be a natural amount of flexing. If the title Don't Be Dumb is anything to go by, I would anticipate some light social commentary calling out people that are acting stupid. A light reminder that there are consequences to your actions. Aside from numerous tracks that are going to communicate the sophistication of his lifestyle, I predict that there will be at least one Drake diss on this album. Let's be real, everyone is starved for content. Being a newborn dad isn't always what sells, so A$AP has to bring a few subliminals to keep people engaged. After Drake called him out repeatedly on Family Matters, pretty much everything is fair game. For those of you that don't know, Rihanna had a thing with Drake, A$AP had kids with her, Drake is still sad. I just condensed like 10 years of history. Though he will probably never admit this, Rihanna was the girl that got away. Drake had very intense feelings for her, but then continued to diss her and A$AP Rocky. So then to escalate things even further, A$AP released a song claiming that he slept with Drake's baby mama. And once a rap beef stoops to that level, I feel like these two are just not going to be friends. And then Drake hit back on Family Matters and was like, hey, you might have slept with my girl, but I was with Rihanna though. This whole ordeal was just bottom of the barrel slimy. But, that won't stop me from listening. A$AP Rocky has come a long way.
Can I be your friend?
Of course you could be my friend, sweetie.
Thank you.
Since when has it become not cool to try?
Follow the madness.
Pleasure meeting you too, babe. And you definitely have a weird vibe to you, so swag. A$AP. I'm out this